So, you want to be a network marketing professional, do you? You want to be able to build your life, grow a career in this network marketing profession. You want to work for yourself. You want to be self-employed. You want to build a team. You want to travel around the world. Tell me why. Why do you want to become a pro in network marketing? Put in the chat. Why do you want to become a pro? Because it matters. Do you want to become a pro because you're tired of working for somebody else? Do you want to become a pro because you're looking for time freedom or financial freedom? You want to become a pro because of the lifestyle it can create, or the people you can help, or the friends you're going to meet, places you're going to see, causes you can give to. What is the reason that you want to become a pro in this profession? I believe network marketing is the best profession on earth when it comes to an entrepreneur. I'm not saying it's the easiest. But I think it's better. It's better than any other form of entrepreneurship that I'm aware of. Okay? Show me any side hustle, any work from home opportunity that has a lower price of entry and a higher potential upside. Show me. I'll debate anybody, anytime, on any other side hustle. What does it cost? What does it take? What's the upside? I want to know something that would line up with what network marketing provides. Please share it with me. I would love to hear it because I don't think it exists. Now, that said, let me tell you a real truth. It's hard. It's not easy. I mean, the benefits are huge. The payoff is huge, but it's not easy. This is one of the most emotional businesses in the world. It will hold a mirror up to you and it'll force you to deal with yourself every single day. It will highlight your faults. It will challenge every part of your beliefs constantly. So it's emotional, right? And here's the big fake out. The fake out is this. And I'm going to walk to a better light. The fake out is a traditional small business owner here in the United States spends $55,000 to start their business. $55,000. Now, in network marketing, it's a tiny fraction of that. However, so you don't have to pay the $55,000 in order to get involved. In almost all cases, it's less than $1,000 to get involved. But in exchange for that investment of $55,000, you have to put in $55,000 worth of work. You got to pay the price one way or the other. You can write a check, or you pay the price in effort, in skills, in changing your mindset, in expanding your belief system, strengthening your belief system, right? So that's the fake out. There's a couple fake outs in our business. One is it's harder than we thought it was going to be. We thought we were going to be able to, it was just going to be fun and easy, and you can go all the way to the top without having to develop much. Some people think network marketing is going to make up for their lack of skill. It's not. You have to up level your skills in order to be able to fully take advantage of what network marketing has. It's highly emotional, which they don't tell you up front. The third fake out, you know what it is? There's a couple different phases in a network marketing career. One of the phases is from 0 to 100,000, kind of level one, $0 to $100,000 worth of annual income. We join for financial freedom and time freedom, but in that phase one, from 0 to 100,000, we don't get to have any. We don't get time freedom. We don't get financial freedom. There's not a lot of duplication that goes on in a the average person's business from that 0 to 100,000. It's just all hustle. It's all grit. It's all determination. It's all serious effort that you have to do in that first phase. Yeah. So that's the fake out. The fake out is you got to be able to get through that first phase, right? So I've been involved in this profession for 37 years. And in those 37 years, I've learned a lot of different things. I have something I want you to check out. If you just put the word mindset you send me a DM with the word mindset, or put mindset into the comments. In either case, I want to send you something that I want you to check out. Okay, if you're serious about building a business here, put the word mindset into the chat, or send me a DM with the word mindset, MINDSET, one word. I have something I want you to check out now. In my 37 years, when I started, I was 23 years old. And at 23 years old, I counted it up one time. I had 18 different jobs by the time I was 23. Okay, so the only thing I was really good at was starting over. Okay, when the going got tough, I left. I really didn't have much, but frankly, I never had anything that inspired me. I don't know if you've done work and feel like you're uninspired, but I felt uninspired. It's like, why am I going to work hard at this restaurant when it's not going to be my future? Why? So when I did get involved in network marketing, at first I tried to get lucky. I was hoping that I could involve some other people and they would take over for me and they would turn it into a big income. I found out that if you hope to get lucky, you have to keep getting lucky over and over and over again. And that's really tough to set an expectation around being lucky all the time. So I went full time pretty fast when I got started. And I learned that luck was not a predictable thing if you want to be able to have a career. So I started to follow other people's instruction. I started to be coached and mentored. I started to search out people who had skills that I didn't have. And the great thing about coaches and mentors is if somebody else has already had the success that you want and they're willing to share with you what they did to have that success, guess what? You don't have to go through all the years that they went through to learn it. You can literally take and copy what they did and what they do and do it yourself and get their results. So I fell in love with copying smart people in network marketing. I fell in love with copying people who knew how to find prospects, or knew how to get customers, or knew how to involve distributors and recruit. They knew how to get people to attend events. They knew how to answer questions or overcome objections. They knew how to follow up effectively. They knew how to get people started. So, when we grow up in school, if you copy somebody else's tests or test scores or papers or homework, you get in trouble. But in network marketing, you can copy other people's success and they're willing to share with you. I mean, in traditional business, if you have a secret, you're not going to share it with your competitor down the street. You're going to keep it to yourself, right? In this business, everybody's willing to share. So I started picking up all these ideas in order to be able to improve my business, improve my life. And I was able to make enough money to make a living, but I didn't really have freedom. Some things needed to change, and it took about 3.5 years for me to find the change that I was looking for. And change number one happened here. I needed to develop a stronger mindset. I needed to change my limiting beliefs. I needed to improve my bad habits. I needed to have more of an abundance mentality versus a scarcity mentality. And if you want to learn any of these things that I've learned, put the word mindset into the chat. And I want you to check something out that will absolutely change your network marketing journey. Just put the word mindset into the chat and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'll send you a DM and you'll be able to get the information. So I needed to change my mindset. Guess what? The biggest thing that I needed to change about my mindset? It was about becoming a professional. I was sitting in an event, a moment that changed my life, and I was watching all the people on stage, and it was like I got hit by lightning. It was like, hold on. If I just decide to become a network marketing professional, if I just decide to become world class at the skills, not just in my head, not just in practice, not just in study, but actually in practical application, if I could become a professional, then there's no limit to how much I can earn. There's no limit. I can be put up on those stages. I could be invited to speak. I can be asked for my advice. I could more than anything else help other people. Because I don't know if you felt this, and if you felt this this emotion ever, I want you to put a 7 in the chat if you felt this emotion. Here's the emotion. Do you feel guilty that you're not the leader that the people on your team need? I did. I felt so guilty that I wasn't the person that they needed. I wasn't the leader that they deserved. I wasn't the mentor that would help them. So every time one of them quit, I felt guilty, like I was letting them down. So I needed to learn the mindset and the skill set, and I needed to become the leader that they deserved. And I didn't think of myself as a leader. I thought of myself as kind of a good follower, a good soldier, but not necessarily a leader. And I was tired of feeling guilty, even though it was their business and it was up to them to decide if they're going to be a professional themselves. But a good leader will give a person a better chance, right? So I wanted to become better. And here's how you become a leader. 1, you need to change your mindset. And again, put mindset in the chat if you want to change your mindset. 2, you want to change your skill set. To become a good leader, you need to become competent at the skills necessary to grow a network marketing business. 3, you need to learn how to master strategy. What are the strategies that work today? What are the strategies that are getting more results today? Paying attention to the strategies of what's working around the world right this moment. And number 4, leaders, they have the ability to get people to do more of the correct activity than they were going to do. If I was working with you personally, guess what? If I coached you every day, guess what? I can get you to do more than you were going to do. If I moved into your house and every day I gave you a simple assignment or a simple lesson or something over the course of the next 365 days, 100% chance that you would do more than you're going to do without me. For sure, right? So that's our job as leaders, is to get people to do more than they were going to do. Okay? So there's a lot of tactics around that. So developing yourself as a leader is kind of like level 4. Mindset, skill set, strategy. Personal leadership is the 4th area. Becoming the leader. I had a person say in a training once, and I heard him say this was, would you want to be sponsored by you? And I was like, would you want to be enrolled by you? Would you want you as your upline? And I was like, no, no, I would not want me as my upline. I want somebody better than me. So the first thing I want to tell you is you need to be able to answer yes to that question. That you would want to be enrolled by you. That you would want to be sponsored by you, right? And then the 5th area is, how do you develop leaders on your team? How do you identify somebody with the potential of leadership? How do you mentor them into leadership. Take them under your wing and show them the way to become leaders themselves, even if they're nervous and afraid, and they're taking steps at a time. So how do you identify? How do you mentor? And then how do you stay in great relationship? If you've been around for a while, relationships can get a little weird, upline, downline in network marketing. There can be resentments and ego and pride and all kinds of different things. How do you stay in great relationship with another strong leader on your team? Yeah? So, look, if there's a better profession in the world, I don't know what it is.